One of the most important objectives and priorities of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN in short, is to provide its population of 660 million peoples with a safe and peaceful place to live, work and play. To this end, ASEAN has been working in earnest to lay the foundation for political and security cooperation to ensure that the stability and security of the region provides a conducive environment to promote economic growth and prosperity, as well as fostering closer social-cultural bonds within the ASEAN community. ASEAN is also actively engaging its external partners in support of its community-building efforts. For the past 55 years, ASEAN has been guided by three primary imperatives. First, we strive to help the people of ASEAN to live harmoniously with one another and the world at large in a just, democratic and harmonious environment. Second, we endeavour to build an equitable, progressive, safe and stable region for all of us to call home, where our people enjoy human rights, fundamental freedoms and social justice. Last but not least, we strive to strengthen cooperation in the political security realm as a bedrock for a peaceful and stable ASEAN community. By all measures, ASEAN is one of the most successful regional organizations, but we will not rest on our laurels. The continuing peace and stability of ASEAN depends on our ability to respond to three imperatives by deepening our mutual trust, to address future threats, and work together to find sustainable solutions. This can only be achieved through inclusive and constructive dialogues and cooperation among the 10 ASEAN member states and its external partners. And this is where the ASEAN Political-Security Community, APSC, comes in. I invite you to join me on a short journey where I will outline the work, mission and objectives of the ASEAN Political-Security Community. As a point of departure, I will explain how the APSC blueprint is helping us build a community that is rules-based, people-oriented and people-centered, and offer a vision for the future of ASEAN and as an outward-looking community founded on fundamental principles and a shared identity. Let us begin by taking a broader look at the APSC and its role in ASEAN. The ASEAN Political Security Community is one of the three pillars that make up the ASEAN community. The other two being the ASEAN Economic Community and the ASEAN Social-Cultural Community, which focus on economic and social-cultural cooperation respectively. The APSC role in the ASEAN community building has three broad objectives. First, preserve regional peace and stability. Second, address security challenges. And three, develop mutually beneficial relations with external partners. Our roadmap for this journey is the APSC blueprint, which is central to the implementation of the APSC vision. Our mission is to build a united, inclusive and resilient community where the peoples of ASEAN nations can live in safety, embracing the values of tolerance and moderation as part of their shared identity. We envisage a future in which ASEAN aspires to three goals. First, a people-centered region. To provide the people of ASEAN with a fair and inclusive society, our approach must be guided by fundamental principles, shared values and norms, in which our peoples enjoy human rights, fundamental freedoms and social justice, embrace the values of tolerance and moderation, and share a strong sense of togetherness, common identity and destiny. Some of the building blocks in achieving these community goals include the ASEAN Human Rights Declaration, the Treaty on Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters, along with the ASEAN Law Forum and the ASEAN Women for Peace Registry. Second, a peaceful and stable region. The APSC calls on member states and the international community to renounce the use of force in favour of peaceful settlement of disputes. In this regard, it upholds existing ASEAN political instruments such as the Declaration on the Zone of Peace, Freedom and Neutrality, ZOFAN, the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia, PAC, and the Treaty of Southeast Asian Nuclear Weapons Free Zone, SHONFES, which play a pivotal role in preventive diplomacy, conflict management, and conflict resolution. Third, a dynamic and outward-looking region. Looking at the bigger picture, we recognize the importance of constructive collaboration and engagement with international partners. In this regard, APSC is deepening our relationships, extend our networks, and forge new partnerships in new areas. Over the years, ASEAN has formed partnerships with Australia, Canada, China, the European Union, Japan, India, the Republic of Korea, New Zealand, the United States, and Russia, to name a few. In addition, ASEAN has forged cooperation relations with the United Nations, the Gulf Cooperation Council, the Southern Common Market or MERCOSUR, the Pacific Alliance, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, and the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States. We also have a practical arrangement with the International Atomic Energy Agency. The Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia has gained wide recognition from regions across the world and now counts 33 non-ASEAN countries as high contracting parties. The establishment of the ASEAN Regional Forum, the East Asia Summit, and the Defence Ministers Meeting Plus are testaments to ASEAN centrality in the evolving regional architecture and to our commitment to remaining an open and inclusive regional organization. The ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific firmly positions ASEAN at the center of the evolving regional architecture and cooperative processes. These achievements demonstrate the APSC's commitment to promoting peace and security within ASEAN and the wider region. The APSC pillar, with the APSC blueprint as its guide, is an instrument through which these aims can make a substantive and meaningful impact for the region. It contains the following key elements: political cooperation, shaping and sharing of norms, conflict prevention, confidence building, conflict resolution, post-conflict peace building, and implementing mechanisms, which are the essential toolkits toward a stable and peaceful ASEAN community. Through the APSC, ASEAN convenes constructive dialogues, interact proactively, and cooperate to resolve issues affecting the security and well-being of our peoples. We support the construction of the ASEAN community guided by the principles of democracy, the rule of law, and good governance, and we strive for the protection of fundamental human rights and freedoms as inscribed in the ASEAN Charter.
ASEAN will continue to build a rules-based community
and resilient region
with shared responsibility
for security
and contribute
toward the building
of an ASEAN community
of opportunities for all.